Good morning, good night, good evening. How are you guys doing? You know, it is currently the 30th for me. I didn't post a long form video today. Instead, I posted a short form video, but I made a promise to post every single day. Ideally, I wanted it to be long form, just posting that every single day and then get to twice a day. But I think now with everything going on, if I can just stay consistent and post every single day, I think I'm going to be good. But what you guys came here for, and also I'm tired, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired, but I'm pushing through because the grind really doesn't stop. What you guys came here for is what it takes to be a content creator. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I have been doing content creation for over a decade now, you know, and I'm not that old. And if you look at my numbers, look at my stats, you may be like, well, what is she talking about? Like, you know, I don't see the work from over a decade. I've had multiple channels. I've had multiple platforms. I blew up a couple times. I've reached 1 million views on, especially on TikTok. I've reached over a million views multiple times. I have like 2 million likes on TikTok. But now on TikTok is definitely not the same from what it was a while ago. I'll say that. But so I've been in the game for the longest time, and it's like I know the secrets. And I think that I am working my way to the status, to the goals that I want now. And I'm figuring out trial and error. Behind the scenes, of course, I'm figuring out what exactly I need to do in order to get to my goals. I think that my experience with content creation has been a roller coaster. Ups and downs. There's been times where I've blown up. There's been times where I haven't blown up. There's been times where I've gotten a lot of subscribers on YouTube, and then there's times where I've lost subscribers on YouTube. And I think it's just a matter of just staying in the game and being super duper consistent is where I'm at now for this year. It's just consistency is my main thing, and obviously quality and bringing my personal self to the table. Next, I want to talk about my equipment that I use. I get asked, like, I'm not gonna say every single day, but like I get asked pretty often, what type of equipment do I use to make my videos? It looks so clear, like, you know, help me out, you know? And my biggest thing is, yes, I'm gonna share my equipment. I'm gonna make a separate video on the equipment that I actually use to make my videos. Every single one, I'm gonna break down the details. Even though I'm not sponsored, I don't have a brand deal or anything, but if you are watching this and you know the equipment that I'm using, hey, hit me with a brand deal. I would love it. But I do want to share what I do use to make my videos possible. Number one, before I go into a little bit of the details of the equipment I do use, I want to say this. Your equipment literally doesn't matter. It's the content that you're making. Literally tell a story, literally entertain people. You have to provide people with value. That's what people go online for. People go online for the value. They don't go online to see, oh shoot, do they have the highest quality camera? Obviously, you want to have good lighting, you want to have good sound, and you want to have decent quality, but it doesn't have to be the next Sony Venice 8K camera. And I just said that camera because it's my dream camera. That's literally my dream camera. I'm going to get that camera. Like, that is my camera. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the next biggest camera out there. My camera that I use is a Sony a7 IV. This camera I got the end of 2023 for Christmas, and it has been a game changer for me. I have an ND filter on it, and for mics, I use the DJI 2 mics, which is dope, is what you're hearing like right now. Can't see it, but it's actually in my shirt. I use just a basic tripod. For the smooth shots that I recently have been getting in my past like 2 to 3 videos, I am using the DJI RS4 Pro, which is the gimbal. I just think that's a really good piece of equipment. I can control it with my phone and everything. Like I said, I'm doing a full review on that because I want to show you guys exactly what I'm using, because I know I'm a visual person. I want to see, I want to know the benefits. I'm going to get through all that. I'm going to break it down for you guys. Recently, I've got a adapter, a EF mount to an E mount. As you know, the a7 IV has an E mount versus Canyon, which uses an EF mount. My mom owns the Canyon T3i, which was my first. It wasn't my first camera, it was my second camera. My first camera, I think, was my GoPro. I'm not sure. I really don't remember. But In the beginning stages of my career, I was using the Canon T3i, and that has an EF mount on it. So I had gotten an adapter because I did a short film as a DP, and most of the cinematic lenses that we had were EF mounts. So I had got that adapter, and with that I was able to use a bunch of my mom's lenses. I now have a wide angle lens. As you know, in the past months of my videos I was talking about how I needed a wide angle lens like really bad. Now I have one. I have the 18 to 55 millimeter lens. There's another one which it's a Tamron. It's a 70 to 200 millimeter lens, but it also has like a micro mode on it. Another equipment that I use on a daily, which I'm actually using right now to light the room, M560 by New Order. It's RGB, it has a lot of cool modes on my phone that I can control. Occasionally I will use my Blue Yeti mic for voiceovers. Most of the time I'll just end up recording something and using the mic from the DJI. I have the MacBook Pro M3 chip, and it was a lifesaver because I upgraded drastically. I had a MacBook before. I got that in high school and it just kind of like stopped working for me, but had to upgrade. Super happy with it. My newest lens, my dream lens, honestly, is the 70 to 200. Honestly, very cinematic, very cool. I actually took some Instagram pictures with it in the last long form video I did, which was a productive day in the life. Check that out up there if you haven't watched it already. But I absolutely love the pictures. My first time taking pictures with that lens for myself, really. I don't think I've ever taken pictures with. That's my first time taking pictures, and I'm so happy. And I cannot wait to take more pictures because I love taking pictures because it's like a form of like self-care for me. Next, I want to move on to my goals as a content creator. I talk a lot about my success and the things that I want, but truly, it's really just to build a community that enjoys my content and just wants to support me, support you all as well. Honestly, it's really just about community and finding that space and creating together and like learning new stuff together, and just a vibe. Really, just want to vibe out, y'all. I also have a lot of other goals that I want that comes with being successful on YouTube, but really just my goals is really just to post content every single day and be consistent and, you know, grow when it comes to documenting myself like in that space. Finally, my next steps for myself: continue to post every single day, just keeping up with the grind, honestly, just not stopping, not breaking the cycle. And, you know, for whatever reason I miss a day, I think that me missing a day there's gonna be a reason for it, but regardless, I'm gonna jump back on the next day. Last month I ended up getting sick, or I wasn't really feeling well, so that kind of stopped everything, which, you know, it happens. It happens to the best of us, but, you know, sometimes we just get sick. I just need that space to really get better. And, you know, I'm better now. I'm really chilling. Those are my next steps. I encourage you guys to subscribe if you're really interested in my content. You really love the vibes over here. Usually I don't really do sit down videos, but I think here and there, I think it's good to talk and just really just express. I've recently been doing this journaling exercise. I'm really big on journaling, where I just do a video and I record how I'm feeling and I talk about my emotions. I do have a therapist. I do recommend having a therapist. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I would do without therapy. Like, therapy has changed my life for the better from a mental perspective. Like, I've never thought I could be so emotionally mature. If you're thinking about therapy, I think you should. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I was gonna gatekeep. I'm not gonna lie. Recently, I have been listening to a audiobook called Go Higher by Big Sean. Big Sean, yes, the rapper. You know, it says Go Higher, 5 practices for purpose, success, and inner peace. I'm talking like that's the best book I've read in a minute. I'm reading another book right now, so the other book is pretty good too, but Big Sean, like, and I know I'm kind of getting sidetracked, but I have to kind of share this. Like, I need y'all to know this, right? 2021, let's just go back, y'all. 2021 was one of the most life-changing times of my life. I was at my absolute lowest, and with that I found music. Music was my way of expressing myself, and honestly I wasn't really a big music person. I don't know what I was into growing up. What I kind of do. I like origami. I like magic. I like drawing. I wasn't into music. Music wasn't my thing. But in 2021, I was going through it. So I was listening to music. And with that, I found Janae. And her talking about, you know, spirituality. Her voice is just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you're levitating. And I recently just went to one of her concerts, and it was just the way that her lineup was, like, before she actually performed, like, everybody in there was so spiritual. They were, like, more so, you know, let's meditate, let's take a deep breath, and it was so relaxing there. It was just a vibe there. I started going down this rabbit hole of, like, spirituality, and I wanted to learn more about it because, you know, I'd never heard of it, or I didn't know what that was. And, you know, I came across Big Sean's video, and he did, like, a house tour. And in his house tour, he was talking about all the books that he's reading. This right here is the book that he had in his house. It's called Acts, and it's given Learning to Manifest Your Desires. As you can tell, I'm still reading that book, but because I'm not really a big book person, you know. But when I saw it, I was like, you know what? I remember I paused the video. I quickly bought it online, and it changed my perspective a lot. And I was on Threads, and I was scrolling, and I saw, you know, he posted a video, and he's holding, like, this book in his hand. I'm like, what's that book? And I zoom in, and it says it's by him. I'm like, okay, dope. So I went, and I started listening to it. And on Spotify, I clicked on it, and I started listening to the book. And he's reading the book, and I feel like that book, the Go Higher book, it's so personal. It feels like he's talking to me. And a lot of the practices that he talks about is just so, like, it's so motivational. It's so, I don't even know the words, it's so deep. I really appreciate him for making the book. I'm not even done with the book. I'm like on chapter 2. Honestly, I think by the time I finish that book, it's going to be very life-changing for me. Truly. So I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm just in a motivational stages of my life, and I'm like super duper excited to continue this journey and just thrive. My biggest thing is, if you are into content creation, if you want to get your foot in the door, I guess I've been hearing this thing where it's the most easiest time right now to grow on YouTube right now. So take advantage of that. I don't know what that includes. I know being consistent and providing value are the two things that I can give you, because it's something I'm still working on now. We're in this together, really. Providing value, either you need to entertain or you need to educate, really. Just start today, start tonight. You see how I'm tired? I've been tired. I don't know. I feel like I've been falling asleep this whole video. Like, now I'm kind of up a little bit. I'm like extremely exhausted. Today was the first day back in classes. This is my last semester of college before I graduate. So it was my last day of college, which is pretty dope. Like I said, if you're trying to get into content creation, start today, start tonight, start this morning, start this afternoon. Post your first video today if you can. If not, record this video, edit it, post it tomorrow, and just be consistent with it. It doesn't have to be every single day. It could be every other day. It could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It could be Tuesday, Thursday. It could be once a week on Wednesday. Like, you know, whatever works for you, but being consistent and pushing out your content, like I'm telling you, you're going to get there. Provide some value with it. Entertain or educate, entertain or educate, entertain or educate. Those are the two things. And, you know, I really believe in you. If no one told you that today, I really do believe in you. Journal today, drink water, make sure you eat something, listen to your body, whatever you need to do to get you in that mode. You know, I support you. If no one else supports you, I support you. But yes, y'all, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I love you guys. Really appreciate everyone for watching my videos. I've been seeing the little, you know, couple of views that I do get, and I'm happy. I really am. But let's grow, y'all. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate y'all. I will see you tomorrow.